Good evening. Our story, Dark Morning. Our star, Miss Bette Davis. It's a night in autumn, and the evening train pulls out of the tiny station minus one passenger, a little girl. It's very cold, and the little girl knows it. The station master stares at her, and the taxi driver turns away. And there is Aunt Sarah.
Right, you almost with me? The hack's right here.
No, thank you, Mr. Howell.
She looks like anyone else, don't she? Not mean, though. She don't look like a mean kid.
She'd have to be mean or something.
You think she done it, eh?
Well, you read the papers, didn't you? Who else done it if she didn't? Well, that thing sure hit me. The day I looked at my kids and I think...
Yeah.
She ought not to come here. She ought not to come.
I asked Mrs. Garnes to leave some cocoa on the stove. Would you like some?
Yes, please, Aunt Sarah.
Sit down, Whitney. Put your suitcase down.
Very good.
It's hot, at least. Whitney, I've lived alone for a number of years, and I've acquired habits which are probably very bad, but which I have no intention of breaking. For example, I like absolute silence at breakfast. I like the bathroom kept spotless. I like to read at meals.
Oh, so do I.
In short, Whitney, I'm a school teacher without much experience of family life, but I'll do my best, and I hope you'll do yours.
Yes, Aunt Sarah.
I want you to be happy here. Mrs. Ovanka, Mrs. Peck, Mr. Peck.
Whitney?
We'd like to come in, Miss Whitney. Better keep your coats. The furnace fire's gone out. Please sit down.
Miss Whitney, we're here representing the parents of Bonnerton.
Yes?
We understand you're planning to enroll this,
Your niece.
Yes, I am. Well, we parents object.
The thing is, we feel that under the circumstances, it might be kinder to the child if...
Because the other children might, say things.
What sort of things, Mrs. Peck?
Oh, Miss Whitney, I'm sorry, Miss Whitney, but you know what sort of things. And anyway, that isn't the point. The point is she doesn't belong in a school with normal kids.
Whitney is not a mental patient. She has been under the observation of trained psychiatrists for a full year. And she was released to me as normal, with no reservations whatsoever, able to lead a normal life.
Miss Whitney, that kid killed her mother and father.
Mrs. Sylvanka, that is a slanderous statement.
What do you mean? It's the truth.
No charges were ever brought against Whitney. She was never even tried, except in the newspapers and in the minds of the ignorant.
What do you want, a house to fall on you? She was there. Nobody else was. Doors and windows locked. And the gun, the mother's gun.
Lower your voice, please.
She'll not go to school with my kid, I'll tell you that.
Miss Whitney, it's just too tough. It's not just the other kids. It's the publicity.
Very well. I'll give you my decision.
Your decision?
That's all right, Miss Whitney. That's all we came for.
She up there?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Miss Whitney, but I wouldn't be in your shoes for $1 million.
Good evening, Andrew.
Not interrupting supper.
We've just finished. Whitney, this is Mr. Middleton, publisher of the Bonneton Record, my niece Whitney Craig.
I'm very glad to know you, Whitney.
How do you do?
Whitney, suppose you finish your assignments.
The cake looks good. You make it?
No? Would you like some?
Please. And coffee. I thought that you were politely asked to keep Whitney out of school.
I'm giving her lessons at home. Temporarily. I may as well tell you, Andrew. You've come here with any idea of getting some sort of story about Whitney.
Sarah, is it just instinctive with you to try to mop the floor up with me? You know you're almost the only enemy I've got.
I can hardly believe that.
Well, you're the only one I really mind about. And you have such great possibilities, and you waste them all in solitude and bitterness. Oh, can I help you with those?
Presumably you didn't come here to help me wash the dishes.
Sarah, who killed Whitney's parents?
I have no idea.
Why couldn't the police find a single lead? Somebody must have at least disliked them.
I disliked them. Intensely.
I can't say that I ever cottoned to your sister myself.
Jane was father's favorite. She was very like him, domineering and ruthless. I used to cringe in front of father like a little whipped dog. I wonder if Jane ever made Whitney cringe like that.
Tell me something, Sarah. When Whitney used to come home from school, who was there?
No one.
Ever?
They thought they should teach her self-reliance.
And Whitney knew where the gun was kept.
Anyone would have known that.
Anyone didn't have a key to the house.
Oh, very well, Andrew. We don't know what happened. Perhaps we never shall. It's past and done with.
Don't you kid yourself. The suspicion. The bare suspicion that a 10-year-old girl could take a gun and shoot her parents to death. Now, that hits people right where they live. No wonder the Pecks and the Zavankas don't want her around. They don't even want to know she exists.
I didn't want her around either. She filled me with horror. I prayed they would find her insane and put her away forever, buried and forgotten. But all that has changed. Whatever my failings, Andrew, I do know children. And this child is good and sound. She's entitled to her chance.
It's all right. It's just red paint. Sarah, I took the liberty of getting the door
Are those
cleaned
the
up.
boys responsible?
Let's go inside.
Those are the boys responsible, aren't they?
Kid who carries the route for me was out collecting. He saw them, recognized the car.
Who are their parents?
I've spoken to their parents.
It's not sufficient.
Well, I think it is. Believe me, they're not proud of themselves. They've had it coming and going, yelling fathers, weeping mothers.
Nevertheless, I intend to see they're properly punished.
Sarah, you're not going to solve Whitney's problems by resorting to the rack and the thumbscrew.
Love them that hate you and do good to them that despitefully use you.
What's wrong with that?
I'm afraid it is beyond me.
Afraid nothing, you're proud of it. How many years is it you've hugged your grievance against me?
I don't want to discuss that.
No regrets, huh, Sarah? No soft second thoughts? After all, my offense was inspired by passion as much as by whiskey. Strange as it may seem, now I wanted you, and I thought that you wanted me, and for this I got my teeth kicked in. No mercy. Not one grain of mercy. Perfect, implacable, virginal self-righteousness. Is that enough for you, Sarah? Does it keep you warm at night? Andrew! When are you going to learn a little humility? You need it, old lady, how you need it. For your own sake and Whitney's. I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn. But here's what I mean. If you want any kind of acceptance for Whitney, you've got to loosen up a little. Compromise.
What do you mean by compromise? Damn the child with half-truths. Partially innocent, only slightly guilty.
I mean settle for what you can get. She's set apart. You can't change that. So teach her to live with it.
I want her to know I believe in her.
Sarah, don't you realize she may have done it?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you.
Whitney, how did you?
Mr. Middleton told me.
The cupcakes were Whitney's idea.
Well, this is...
It looks like a present there, too. Many happy returns of the day, Sarah.
Come here, Whitney. Yes. Mrs. Heron. Was Whitney actually touching the baby? Well, then I don't think you really have anything to complain of. By all means, call the police. Apparently you don't object to making a fool of yourself. Whitney! Whitney, why are you crying? Did Mrs. Heron...
It's David Copperfield. It's the part where Steerforth and little Emily get drowned.
I see.
I like Steerforth so much. Much better than David Copperfield.
Oh, so do I. Here, Whitney.
Silly to cry when people die in books. You can always go back and read the first part over again.
You ought not to be alone all day. You ought to be in school.
I don't want to go to school.
My dear child, you must get an education. You have a good mind, and you must learn to use it.
I want to stay here.
Whitney, you can't stay here always. You wouldn't want that. And I wouldn't want it for you. Mrs. Kenyon, this is your new pupil, Whitney Craig.
Miss Whitney.
See me tomorrow, please.
It's about the assignments. I won't be able to do them because, well, I have to go out with my folks.
Your social engagement should not interfere with your schoolwork. You may give that message to your parents.
My parents are going to take me out of this school because of some of the teachers they have here and the teachers' families.
Good night, Marjorie. In the morning, I will call on you first. Whitney? Whitney? May I speak to Mr. Middleton, please? Well, when do you expect him back? This is Miss Whitney calling, Sarah Whitney.
What's wrong, sir?
I was just calling you.
Well, didn't they tell you I was on my way over here?
No.
You're all right.
Yes.
I hope so. Look here.
What is it?
Did your sister ever speak of a man named Bernard McDougal?
I don't remember.
Well, they worked in the same office. Matter of fact, she was his boss.
Oh, yes. Yes, she called him Barney Google because I believe he wore very thick glasses. Andrew,
Dateline, New York, today's date. Bernard F. McDougal, a sandy-haired, bespectacled bookkeeper, today was arrested and charged with murdering Mr. and Mrs. Malin Craig a year ago in their home in Bronxville. McDougal, who readily admitted the double shooting, so forth and so forth. Seems he took your sister's keys out of her purse at the office. He had them duplicated, and he just went out there and let himself in, and that was it. He says, if the little girl had waked up, I'd have killed her, too, and so forth. Co-workers of McDougal and the slain woman said she frequently ridiculed him and criticized his work. McDougal will undergo a psychiatric test to determine his sanity. Well, sir, it's over.
Over. Oh, God, where is she?
Whitney, she isn't here.
I took her to school today. I left her in the 6th grade room. Mrs. Kenyon. After school, I didn't see her, so I came home, thinking she might be here.
Why don't you call Mrs. Kenyon?
Well, I did, naturally. She was in class until dismissal. Mrs. Kenyon said she sat all by herself and didn't talk to the others. Oh, Andrew, she was so frightened.
If you'd only waited one more day.
I know. I'm as humble as even you would wish me to be. Shall I tell you something? It wasn't courage that made me claim Whitney. It was pride. She was to justify me, to prove to myself, as well as to everyone else, what a rare, saintly, and superior person is Sarah Whitney. Oh, Andrew, find her. Find her. You know what time it is, Sarah.
I noticed your little girl wandering around like she was lost or something, so I took her to my place to play with Anna and the baby.
Whitney should have telephoned.
That's all right, Mrs. Crawford, and thank you for bringing Whitney on home.
It was a real pleasure. Come again soon, Whitney.
Mrs. Crawford, did you know about Whitney when you took her?
Oh, we know all about that.
Goodbye, Anna. Goodbye, Mrs. Crawford. See you at school tomorrow. I'm sorry, Aunt Sarah.
Never mind. Go and get ready for supper.
Aunt Sarah, this morning at school I almost threw up, but I didn't.
You all right now?
Thank you.
We were wrong, Sarah. We didn't allow for Mrs. Crawford.
Well, Andrew, let's pool our ignorance and achieve a little wisdom.
by 4-Star.
They must go now, Mrs. Ellis. No. No. Let's not make a problem. We've been here long enough. There really isn't any problem. I'm simply not going with you. But you must go with me. Oh, no, I mustn't. If there is one thing I must not do, it is go with you.
You're being very stubborn, Mrs. Ellis. If you'll just come quietly...
Don't come near me. That's better. Very much better. Now, will you please go and leave me alone?
Mrs. Ellis, there's no need for a scene.
Indeed, no need. Unless, of course, you come near me.
Mrs. Ellis...
If you come nearer even one step, I shall stab you. Oh, you're very welcome, dear.
Will we do it again next Monday?
Every Monday. Now hurry to your bath.
A nice short bath?
A nice short one. Close the door, Susan. Oh, Grace is so forgetful. Susan, do hurry and dress. Grace, dear, not a duster. Please do remember to use a cloth. Well, I was just hitting my high spots and making dust. That's all a feather duster is good for.
Well, I mean to give it a good going over later, soon as we get Miss Susan off to school.
Well, we have plenty to do later. We have some laundry, have a bit of mending, and we've the week's ordering to tend to.
From the looks of the refrigerator, we won't need any food for a week.
This afternoon, I think I'll do the china closet.
But you did it Friday last. Why, Mrs., we got barely enough to do to fill the hours.
Grace, your muffins were especially good this morning. Susan loved them.
Bless her, she's easy, please. She loves everything.
It used to be such a pleasure to look out this window.
Well, I washed them inside and out just last Saturday.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's the neighborhood. It's not what it used to be.
It is a bit run down, all right.
Run down? There'll be rooming houses next. This is the last house around being maintained with pride and care and dignity. And no matter what, I shall keep it that way for Susan.
Yes, Mrs., I'm sure you will. Oh, I'd best shake a leg and press Miss Susan's uniform.
I'll finish, Grace.
Oh, it's a pity to lose Miss Susan again for another week.
She's just off to school. We don't lose her.
I watch you these Monday mornings when you're getting her ready. It goes harder with you every time.
She loves her school.
She's all you got. They're off and grown soon enough.
I think I'll send some apple butter. Susan says all the girls enjoy it.
There was cause to send her away when Mr. Ellis was so sick. Now that he's been took.
I wish Susan could be home with me every afternoon after school and evenings. Have dinner with her every night. But I don't want to be selfish.
That's not one of your faults, Mrs.
Thank you. Perhaps I'll bring it up on my way to the corner.
Oh, it's a shame you married so late in life and just had the one before the mister was took.
Oh, it didn't seem so late in life, Grace. Susan! Susan, come on! We'll miss the school car.
I didn't tie the ribbon so good.
So well, dear.
Miss Slater wouldn't mind if I wear a hair ribbon in school, will she, Mother?
Well, I shouldn't think so, if it's tied properly.
Will you teach me how next weekend?
I would be glad to.
Better be off with you now.
Don't forget the muffins next Friday night.
They'll be hot and waiting on you, Miss Susan. Bless you now.
You know what?
What?
When I grow up, I want to look just like you.
Oh, that's a very, very nice thing to say.
Your time, Mrs.
Thank you. Grace, I shall take a walk through the park before I return.
Now, there'll be the muffins next Friday night. I'll be looking forward to that.
Look in.
I'll be looking forward to that. And Sandy, you can show me about the hair ribbon. What will we do on Sunday?
Well, what would you say to a day at the beach?
With a picnic lunch?
Oh, well, of course, a picnic lunch.
I'll plan all week on what we'll take.
Susan, dear, there's such a nice new school just a few blocks.
Oh, Mother! There's Betsy and Linda. I'm going to catch up with them.
Susan.
Hi!
Goodbye, Susan. Have a nice week. Good morning. Take your milk regularly now. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye. Goodbye, Susan. Goodbye, darling. Bye. That was a little close for comfort.
I beg your pardon?
It's all right. Just a bad fright. I'll feel better when I get home. Notion, locking the door. What on earth? Grace? Grace? Grace! I can't open the front door. My key won't fit the lock. Grace!
What are you bawling your head off about? Well?
Where is Grace?
Who's Grace?
Who's Grace? Why, she's my... Well, if Grace is not handy, would you be good enough to open the front door for me?
All right.
Grace should tell me when she's called workmen to the house.
Just what was it you wanted, lady?
Never mind what I wanted. And the next time you answer someone's door, please have the decency to put your shirt on. Who's in there?
Mr. Bolton, I suppose.
Bolton? I don't know any Bolton.
All right, so you don't know any.
I must try to make myself understand. Grace must have let these people in the house. But why? Perhaps she had no choice. Perhaps she was forced. Oh, poor Grace. Well, I must be on my guard.
My wife's upstairs in the studio. You have an appointment. You alone? That's funny. I could have sworn I heard someone talking.
No wonder Grace had no time to dust with all this going on. Did he say studio? What sort of game is this? Well, I shan't panic, whatever it is. They're thieves, I'm certain of that. They simply move in and take over. Silly. It's only a tabby. Oh, Giddy. Have you got an appointment with Mrs. Bolton, honey? Well, get her to do your fancy. Take it from an old pro, honey. The men like their pictures fancy. They're all mad people, the lot of them. I don't believe they've come here to thieve at all. Poor deluded souls. I think they truly believe they live here. Well, I must handle this with care. Extreme care. The police must know immediately. Just a minute now. I will never know how you managed to change everything in so short a time. I never see anybody except by appointment. It is really amazing. Hey, you can't just barge in here and use my phone. Would you give me the police? It's an emergency. Police? Who sent you here? Would you come immediately to 17 Elmhurst Road? I am in great danger. You off your rocker or something. You won't find anything here. Yeah, and the police won't either. Harry! Come up here and throw this flame out!
What's the matter?
How'd you get up here?
Now, look, you know I'm busy. And what's she done? She want a special pose or something?
What did my husband say to you? I had no conversation with your husband. He told me you were upstairs. But don't try any bluff with me. It's perfectly obvious what you've been doing. The studio was perfectly respectable. Everybody knows that. I take camera studies of children. Plenty of people can testify to that. Well, what are you going to say when the police get here? What's your story?
She called the police?
Why do you think I yell for you? I shall tell them I live here. That's all they need to know. Nothing further. You didn't really call him, did you? It is the pose you want.
That's what you come for. Anything wrong, dearie?
Nothing's wrong, and get out of here!
Ah, don't beller at me. I can't hear myself think in the next room.
It's none of your business. I don't interfere with you.
Oh, shut up, the both of you.
I heard you with tricky clients before, but this one's a new one on me.
Now listen, you make her tell what she came here for.
Make her? She's come here to pull some kind of blackmail. I'll make her do nothing. I think we've all become a little overwrought. And much the best thing to do would be to go downstairs and sit quietly by the fire and have a little chat. And you shall talk to me all about your work. Tell me, are you all three photographers? Shall we all go downstairs as I suggested?
No, I think I'll just go to my room. Just like you said, this is really none of my business.
Well, it's far more cheerful below.
I think I'll just keep to myself. Thanks, just the same.
Now, make yourselves as comfortable as you can. Now that is better, isn't it? Now you shall tell me about this photography.
That'll let him in. We got nothing to be afraid of. Hello, officers. I sent two of you, huh?
We had a call. Said you had trouble here.
This woman over here, Sergeant. She came in off the streets a while back. I think she got hysterical.
I am not hysterical. I'm quite all right. I am the one who called you.
Can I have your name, please, ma'am?
Mrs. Wilfred Ellis.
Your address?
This address, 17 Elmhurst Road.
Your room here?
Heavens, no. This is my house. I live here. Sergeant, this matter is terribly urgent. I don't think you quite understand.
Now, everyone will get a chance to be heard. You say you're the one who called the police?
Indeed, I am.
Well, according to this, you reported that you were in great danger.
And I am. Sergeant, I haven't been away from this house for more than 5 minutes, and I returned to find that my home had been broken into by these thieves or whatever they are. And my whole house turned upside down and everything in the most terrible disorder. And he is another one of them.
Oh, I don't know what she's told you, but she's out of her mind. I thought so when I let her in here.
What's your name?
Upshaw. William Upshaw. Me and my wife live in the back apartment.
He is lying. He does not live here. He is one of this gang of thieves. No one lives here but my housekeeper, Grace Jackson. And I imagine if you search the premises, you will find her bound and gagged somewhere. And I have no doubt that he is responsible for it.
I tell you, she's cuckoo.
Okay. Take it easy now. Are you Henry Bolton?
Yeah, this is my wife. We have these front rooms here. Because she has a room upstairs, too, a studio. She's a photographer.
Mr. and Mrs. William Upshaw. And you live in the back apartment, right?
That's right.
I don't know what the police are for. Anyone can see what's going on here. There's no need for all these senseless questions.
Sergeant.
I heard all the talk from the room. I didn't dream that the police...
Well, you better come on in, ma'am.
Everybody's here, huh? Including that one.
Would your name be Baxter?
You're not saying you remember me now?
Should I?
Well, you might be too young at that. I was on the stage. Used to be in the profession, you might say.
Miss Billy Baxter?
That's what they called me. Hey, what kind of book you got there?
Well, it's the city directory for this area.
Oh.
You know this woman?
Never saw her before this morning. She was loitering in the upstairs hall. I took her for one of Mrs. Bolton's clients. Guess she was just snooping around.
Then she doesn't live here. And none of you ever saw her before this morning, right?
She's a complete stranger to us, Sergeant. Mr. Upshaw let her into the house, or so he says. I first found her here in the hall. She seemed kind of upset. I'd swear she was talking to herself. Next thing I knew, she broke into my wife's studio, called you folks, and said she was in danger.
Anything to say?
Had I anything to say? Why do you listen to them? Why do you even bother? There isn't any mystery about who lives here. I live here.
Not according to this directory, Mrs. Ellis.
I don't know anything about your little directory.
17 Elmhurst Road. Mr. and Mrs. Henry Bolton. Mr. and Mrs. William Upshaw. And Miss Billy Baxter. You're not listed as a resident here, Mrs. Ellis.
Lieutenant, I think I must talk to you alone. I don't pretend to know what's going on here. But it's some terrible mistake. Now, I don't recognize you or the other officers, so you must be new to the district. So would you please put in a call to headquarters immediately? I'm sure that they know all about me.
Well, why would headquarters know all about you?
Because I have lived here for years. Mr. Ellis, he's gone now. He died a year ago. Wilfred Ellis, his name was. Then we have a daughter, Susan, age 7. She's away at Miss Slater's school. Now, I've told you all about Grace Jackson, our housekeeper. Oh, she's been with me for years. You see, I told Grace I was going to take a walk through the park this morning after I'd taken Susan to the corner where they picked her up for school. But you see, I had a little fright, and I came directly home. And during my absence, and I assure you I was gone a very short time, these people broke into my house,
all right,
seized all my belongings.
Mrs. Ellis.
Why do they look at me like that? Will you please put in a call to headquarters immediately?
Now everything's going to be all right, Mrs. Ellis. We'll go into everything quietly down at the station. Now, do any of you want to press charges against Mrs. Ellis? Trespassing or disturbing the peace?
No, we don't want to be unkind. I'm sure my wife and I'd be glad to forget the whole thing.
Yeah, but, if she starts talking about us down at the station, just, consider the source.
Yeah. We'll give you a call if we need any of you. If we have a car outside, Mrs. Ellis will drive you down to the station. You can tell your story there.
Oh, Sergeant, don't you think it would be very wise if the patrolman stayed here until we return, so that none of these people will escape?
Better come along now, Mrs. Ellis.
I'm not going.
Poor thing. Gosh, she got like that.
How dare you? How dare you? Help! 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 How relieved I am to be here. You know, for a while I thought you were part and parcel of those strange people in my house.
Lieutenant, I have a Mrs. Ellis here.
Mrs. Wilfred Ellis of 17 Elmhurst Road.
Sit down, Mrs. Ellis.
Thank you. Those notes are in regard to some people who have simply moved into my house and taken over. I am terribly afraid that the sergeant was completely taken in by their monstrous stories.
Oh.
Would you mind looking at me when I'm speaking to you and listening to what I have to say?
No. What is it you have to tell me?
My name is Ellis. Mrs. Wilfred Ellis. I live at 17 Elmhurst Road. I am in the telephone book. I am in the city directory. I am very well known in this district. I have lived for many years at 17 Elmhurst Road.
Hmm? Do you have any identification on you?
Oh, that's very unfortunate. I didn't bring along my handbag when I left the house this morning.
Your driver's license. I suppose that's in your handbag?
Oh, I don't drive. We gave up our car when Mr. Ellis became ill. There was no need. I have asked you if you would check my name and address in the telephone book or the city directory.
All right. Sergeant?
There's no identification on her, Lieutenant.
I told you that myself. I am very well known in this district. You can ask the postmaster. You can ask the manager of the Belmont Street Bank. I cash a check there every Saturday.
We'll confirm it all, Mrs. Ellis. You just relax a while.
Oh, if I just thought to bring my handbag. I have a calling card case in it. It fits in right next to the mirror. Oh, this whole day has just been one thing after the other.
Look here. 17 Elmhurst Road.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, thank you.
Mrs. Ellis, we've checked these books, but you're not in the telephone book or in the city directory.
Give me those books. I will show you. These are the wrong books. They are not up to date. They are false. They are not the books I have at home.
All right, Mrs. Ellis. I think a little rest would do you some good.
Sarah Dracut. Oh, why didn't I think of her before? Oh, all this confusion. Oh, please call her. She's a very old friend, Mrs. Philip Dracut. She lives in those red brick apartments on Charleston Avenue, 21 Charleston Court.
All right, Mrs. Ellis. We'll check everyone you've mentioned. Now, you go along with Miss Linton and get some rest. I'll send in the doctor.
You will see to my house and those mad people that are there. I can't bear to think of them in my house. Oh, and poor Grace, with all this precious time wasted, heaven knows what's happened to Grace. And you will call Miss Slater's school. See that Susan is all right?
Yes. Leave everything to us.
Please, will you call Mrs. Dracut and ask her to come here?
Now, Mrs. Ellis, try not to worry about things.
Sarah, that's Mrs. Dracut. She can vouch for me. Her number is Hampstead 4072. See, the lieutenant won't listen to me. He won't hear my story.
Would you wait outside, please, Miss Linton?
Certainly, Doctor.
Oh, Mrs. Ellis, I'm Dr. Henrys, and I'm most interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, I must say, Doctor, that's the first encouragement that I've had.
Well, I am sure that nobody intended to discourage you.
There is nothing whatsoever the matter with me. I admit that I've been through a terrible experience, quite enough to unnerve anyone. My house has been broken into.
Broken into?
Well, moved into would be more to the point. I wish you could see it. I wish you could have seen it before they moved in and took over. Then you might have some modicum of an idea of what I have been through.
Well, you tell me exactly how it happened.
How it happened, I will never know. But I can tell you what happened. I tell you, I had not been gone from the house for more than 5 minutes. Just to the corner and returned. The house was different. It was the same house. But it was just as if years of neglect and decay had set in. I was utterly bewildered.
Well, I should say so.
Then I tried turning my key in the lock. But it wouldn't turn. It wouldn't unlock. Well, then I called Grace to come and open it. I called her many times.
Grace?
Grace was my housekeeper. Then the most uncouth man appeared. Without a shirt on, mind you. And he was very rude about opening the door. Of course he did, but very ungraciously.
And you did not know him?
Emphatically, I did not know him. Why I did not scream at the sight of him, I will never know. I was so surprised, I must have been in a state of shock. I only knew that I must get inside my house. My house. I've always been so proud of it. Kept it so well. Mostly for Susan.
Oh, yes, the lieutenant said that you mentioned a daughter in some school or other.
Miss Slater's school.
Well, now, you tell me that you wanted to get inside your home, and that this man, whom you had never seen before, finally let you in.
If I was bewildered at the outside of my house, the appearance of my entry hall struck me dumb. The mirror was cracked and faded. There was litter strewn all over the place. And that brutish Upshaw man kept staring at me as if I were the intruder.
You did not find Grace inside, I take it.
Oh, don't you see? When they moved in, they must have murdered her.
You keep saying they, Mrs. Ellis.
Well, there were 4 of them that I saw, and Mr. Upshaw told me that his wife was living there, though I never saw her. The man living downstairs was apparently married to that cheap woman upstairs who said she was a photographer. Oh, and that preacher with the cat in Susan's room.
You did see them all. You're quite sure of that?
Of course I saw them. I talked to them. Doctor, I am not a clever woman. I am not in the least bit creative. I could not possibly have invented these
There
people.
now, Mrs. Ellis.
Go there, will you? Take the lieutenant. See for yourself. Look at them. See what those people have done to my lovely house.
Now, Mrs. Ellis, you listen to me. You calm yourself. And you listen to me. These people, these things that have been happening in your home could not possibly have happened in 5 minutes.
I tell you, I was only gone for 5 minutes.
It is not possible. And
I know that. But it's true, entirely true. It happened, I tell you, it happened. It's as if all the things I feared had descended upon me. All the good swept away. All the ugliness settled about me. Lieutenant?
Well, Mrs. Ellis, you look rested.
I demand to know what has been done to safeguard my property while I was being drugged.
We just wanted to be sure you get the rest you needed so much. You sit down, please. Mrs. Ellis, there's, 17 Elmhurst Road is not a private home.
Not a private home?
It was made into apartments some years ago. You're not one of the tenants.
I live there alone, except for my little daughter, Susan, and my housekeeper, Grace Jackson.
You're not listed in the phone book or in the city directory. There's no Ellis on the register of the Belmont Street Bank that you asked me to check.
No Ellis?
No Ellis. There's no one in the entire neighborhood by the name of Grace Jackson.
My friend Sarah Drake. You called her?
Mrs. Philip Drake of 21 Charleston Court? Yes, we checked that, too. There used to be apartments at that address. They were torn down 20 years ago.
20 years ago. And Miss Slater's school?
We checked that, too. There used to be a Miss Slater's school for girls.
It's a coeducational school now, run by Mr. and Mrs. Foster. There's no pupil there by the name of Susan Ellis.
No, Susan. I don't know what I've done. Why are you all against me? I've done everything I could to cooperate, to help. What is it? What is wrong?
Oh, I think Fair Oaks is the sanitarium for her. They're used to this kind of case over there.
You've made the arrangements?
Yes, they're sending over a car and a matron right away.
Do you want me to go out to Fair Oaks with it?
No, I don't think that will be necessary.
Sarah, Doctor.
Now, that's a rest home, Mrs. Ellis. Now, Mrs. Ellis, I want you to think very quietly, very calmly for a moment. You understand?
Yes, Doctor.
I want you to think about Grace Jackson.
Have you found her?
Just quietly, will you describe her for us?
Well, she was average size, about my age. Her hair was sort of brownish. I think her eyes are green. She was wearing a light gray uniform. Of course, she might have changed after I left, but as a rule, around the house she wore light gray. Why? Has anything happened to her?
You see, Mrs. Ellis, you've given us a possible description of yourself.
I don't bear the slightest resemblance to Grace Jackson. And if and when you find her, she will agree with me. Are you deliberately trying to torture me? Can't you see I am most desperately anxious about everything? About
Right,
Grace,
Mrs.
about
Ellis.
my little
All
daughter,
right.
Susan.
Everything is going to be all right, Mrs. Ellis. Thank you.
Mrs. Ellis, I have the address of a young lady named Susan Ellis. I've spoken to her on the phone.
Is she all right?
Oh, yes, she's perfectly well.
Then I can see her. I can be taken directly to her.
Just as soon as the car arrives. We've arranged for you to stop off and see her.
Oh, I am grateful. If Susan is all right, I am eternally grateful. I really don't want to make trouble. I've always been a very quiet, peaceable sort of person, not easily excited, not given to quick tempers.
It's quite all right, Mrs. Ellis.
Well, the matron is here as Mrs. Ellis is ready to leave. Mrs. Henderson, this is Mrs. Ellis.
Mrs. Ellis.
Our matron knows all about you, Mrs. Ellis, where to take you and what to do. You have the address, don't you?
Yes, Doctor.
I don't suppose Susan will mind, but I wish I had a hat. I do so hate looking common and ungroomed. Why, they converted my bedroom into a photographer's studio in a matter of minutes. Minutes.
Try to calm yourself, Mrs. Ellis.
And Susan's room. I dare not think what they have done to it. That awful lady and her cat.
I must insist that you not excite yourself. Try to think of something pleasant. Something in your memory that's pleasing to recall.
Why, this very morning started out quite pleasantly. Susan breakfasted with me in my room.
Morning, Mommy.
Good morning, darling.
Muffins?
Blueberry muffins, and they're piping hot.
Your bed's still turned down.
Uh-huh.
Any special reason?
Well, rather special. Every Monday morning, if I'm not very careful, a little girl bursts into my room, jumps into my bed, and demands that her breakfast be served immediately.
Like this?
Exactly like that.
What's the little girl's name?
Her name? Miss Susan Ellis.
Is she a nice little girl?
Oh, a very nice little girl.
Do you like her?
Well, I will have to think about that.
Mommy, that isn't what you're supposed to say.
It isn't?
You're teasing me. You know very well you're supposed to say, I like her and I love her very much.
I like her, and I love her very much. But she's very late this morning.
I won't be late, Mommy. I had a nice long bath last night.
You're going to have a nice short one this morning.
Can you curtsy?
Swallow before you speak, dear.
Sorry. What I asked was, can you curtsy?
Well, maybe I could manage one. Can you curtsy?
No, I can't.
Susan curtsies beautifully.
Well, most little girls do.
Oh, not most at all. Linda, for example, has never learned to master it. Of course, I know her to be a very shy youngster, and no doubt that has a good deal to do with it.
Linda?
Susan's little friend. She had to practice all weekend in front of the mirror.
Oh, we ought to be there before much longer. This won't take long.
Susan is here? Well, I can't think why Miss Slater would bring her here.
Well, this is where we were told to stop.
Susan is here? Well, I can't think why Miss Slater would bring her here.
Well, this is where we were told to stop.
Yes?
Mrs. Drew?
Oh, you must be the ones they called about. You want to come in? I'm afraid the place is in a terrible mess. I don't have any help. You know how it is.
Mrs. Ellis, is this your daughter?
Oh, certainly not. My daughter is just a little girl, a very little girl. Oh, that's Judy's. I can't get her to pick her things up. Judy's? That's my little girl. Oh, then your little girl is here, too. Oh, I do hope Susan has not been a bother.
Oh, you care to sit down, either of you? I can clear up some of this mess. I'm a dressmaker, you know, and I don't know. Things get ahead of me.
I understand you have my daughter here. That's really why I've come. Judy, I told you to pick your things up, and I told you to stay outside. Oh, what a pretty little girl.
Oh, she's very shy. She usually doesn't take to strangers.
Well, I was once very shy myself. I understand. We were just talking about my little girl, Susan Ellis, from Miss Slater's school.
Oh, I see now. That guy at the police station got it all wrong. You see, my name was Susan Ellis before I got married, and I used to go to a Miss Slater school when I was, real little. That's where the mistake came in.
What a remarkable coincidence. My name is Ellis, and my little girl from Miss Slater's school is named Susan.
My butcher's name is Ellis. It's a common enough name. You know Slaty?
Slaty?
Miss Slater who ran the school.
Oh, yes, I know her very well.
I like her. She did her best for me. Kept me a lot, holidays and all. That was after my mother was killed in a street accident.
Oh, how good of her. How dreadful for you.
Oh, I don't remember much about it. But I do remember my mother was a very kind person and very sweet and so very pretty. You know what? You remind me of her very much.
Thank you.
It's time to go now, Mrs. Ellis.
I don't want to go.
Now, Mrs. Ellis.
You have no right to make me go.
Judy, there's a cookie for you in the kitchen. Let's go quick. Up. Come on, darling.
Now we really must go, Mrs. Ellis.
No.
No. Let's not make a problem. We've been here long enough.
There really isn't any problem. I'm simply not going with you.
But you must go with me.
Oh, no, I mustn't. If there is one thing I must not do, it is go with you.
You're being very stubborn, Mrs. Ellis. If you'll just come quietly...
Don't come near me. That's better, very much better. Now, will you please go and leave me alone?
There's no need for a scene.
Indeed, no need. Unless, of course, you come near me.
Mrs. Ellis...
If you come nearer even one step, I shall stab you.
Very well, Mrs. Ellis.
You just stay quietly here.
Standing right there by the sewing machine.
You didn't think she'd still be here, did you?
Did you see the lady? The one who was talking to you? Where's your mother?
She's outside in the backyard hanging up clothes.
She went out the back, then the mother will have seen her. I'll go and look.
I'll check upstairs. Not upstairs. I looked everywhere.
Not out back either, but I saw a side entrance. She must have gone out that way.
If she left the house, we better take the car.
She can't have gotten far.
Thanks, Judy. You're a wonderful little girl. I like you very much. You make me think of my Susan. She's a smart little girl, too. I'm going now, Judy. Beg your pardon. Could you direct me to Elmhurst Road? It's a long ways, lady. Oh, long, long ways. I'm sure of that. But how far? In what direction?
That way? 20 blocks at least. Might be more. You're new around here.
My home is on Elmhurst Road.
You're a long ways from home.
Goodbye, darling!
Look out, lady!
Ah!